Hello, and welcome back to the Worcester Senior Center Stay Connected programming on Channel 192. My name is Suki Lapin, and I am the program coordinator at the Worcester Senior Center. Today, I have the privilege of introducing Satya Mitra. Dr. Mitra, who grew up in adverse conditions in his childhood, came to the U.S. in 1976 to pursue his career in biomedical research with a PhD in biochemistry. But later in 1990, he changed his profession, getting divine instructions from his guru to become a tax consultant and investment advisor. He is now the owner, president, and CEO of his company, the Tax Guru and Financial Services. His wife, Shima, and him worked hard to establish this reputable company in our community in Worcester. Their mission is to share their success with a strong passion to help underprivileged people. Dr. Mitra and his wife Shima opened a charitable foundation, Joy Guru Humanitarian Services, in 2016, with a deep desire to give back to the community here and abroad. Welcome, Dr. Mitra.
Thank you so much, Suki. That was a very generous introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, those of you who are listening to this, I welcome all of you. We have been an entrepreneur of this community, and the mission that we have started with the blessings of our guru, who is the family priest, that to help people share our success with the community, give back as much as we can to help those who are looking for some hope, help, smile, and better life. And that has been the mission. With that mission, we are launching this kind of program that you are going to listen about. When my wife Shima and I, we were wandering on the Copacabana beach on one evening, all of a sudden my wife was badly attacked by many muggers and culprits to the extent that she could have been dead. And she fought with them, showing the how courageously she could fight with them. She didn't give anything that they came after her for. And we were very fortunate that we all survived. I had a very terrible hip situation, so I couldn't support or fight with those culprits that much. But my wife really showed the extreme sense of bravery to combat them, and somehow we were alive, and we came back to the United States. And then the thought came to our mind that many challenges come to our lives. Many negative things happen to our lives, so many times. But we can sit down and cry about what has happened and repent and regret. But we took a little different route. In our lives, we have always thought that from every negative things, there is something that could be turned into something positive. And then we decided to start this self-defense classes for the women in our community of Worcester, with the mission that if anyone ever comes and attacks any one of you, just like my wife was attacked, you could be brave enough to fight with them, learning the techniques of self-defense, and let those culprits know that don't mess with us. We are women from Worcester. We know how to tackle you. We know how to handle you. With that mission, we started this Joy Guru self-defense classes in Worcester in 2016 onwards. We also established this Joy Guru Humanitarian Services in honor of our guru, who really instructed us that your success of your business should be shared for the help in the community. One of the missions we have is to make women of our community and girls of our community be brave, be strong, and be there independently, walking around without any fear. And this Joy Guru Humanity, the self-defense classes is one of those sources. So I want to thank the Worcester Senior Center, the director, Amy Waters, the program coordinator, Suki Lapin, for really putting it together.
Hello, and welcome to the Karate Center and the fourth class entitled, Let's Get Unfrozen. I would like to welcome you to these classes taught by a senior, for seniors, and an almost senior. He's not quite there. I would like to congratulate you for coming and trying to learn something new. There's some very nice research that is showing our brain is much like a muscle, And the more we use it, the stronger it gets. Instead of lifting weights, our brain responds well to learning something new. I would encourage you to do that, and I would like to thank you for coming here and trying this. I would like to thank Dr. and Mrs. Mitra for their spiritual, emotional, and financial support of this project, and the Joy Guru Humanitarian Services. Next, I would also like to thank Suki Lapin and the Worcester Senior Center for her invitation to do this and for shepherding us through the process. I would also like to thank Jessica Jakes, Sean, Becca for videotaping, editing, and guiding us also through this process, as well as the city of Worcester. And finally, I would like to thank Sensei Martin for his dedication, his time, his ideas, his suggestions. He has been invaluable, and I just don't know what I would have done without him. Now, what you should know: what we are teaching, how we are teaching it, and who is teaching it. Today you will be learning elbows. Today you will be learning an elbow strike. We will be demonstrating it. You will be invited to join us in doing it. And finally, who is teaching it? My name is Beth George. I'm a registered nurse. I'm a nursing educator. And I came to the martial arts as a result of being a psychiatric nurse and needing a sense of being able to defend myself. So karate has been my avocation. Sensei Martin is your other instructor.
Thank you, Sensei Beth. I would like to extend my thanks to the as aforementioned, and special thanks to Sensei John Hassel and Sensei Beth for the continuing hard work and dedication that's kept this dojo alive for so many years. I've been training martial arts for about 35 years, and about 40 years ago, I was probably, about 40, I was a survivor of a violent attack, and there are a few things that are relevant in this session that I'm going to talk to you about that happened in that attack. And the other reason I was training was physical reasons. I was overweight. This martial arts has kept me at good shape for many years now. So we're going to be concentrating for the first time on what we like to call mechanics, how to do a proper front kick. Okay, the first two videos, if you've had seen them before, we really were focusing on prevention and awareness. So this is the first time we're getting into a little bit more of the mechanical aspect of it. And after that, we're going to get into a little bit of the psychological and neurological effects of when you're in two states of fear, in an imminent attack or an ongoing attack that's already started. So we'll be getting a little bit more into that. And with that, Sensei Beth now will start us up with a light warm-up.
I would like to ask for your understanding because about a week ago, I fell, I tripped, and I landed on my knees, and as a result, my mobility is impaired. So that may be what you're seeing. So have mercy. Martin will be sitting on a chair and will be demonstrating this also from a seated position for those of you who are not able to stand. We're going to start on our foot, and we're going to make circles on the ball of our foot. So go ahead. The knees are used to going front. They're not accustomed to going in a circle. Now go in the opposite direction. Good. How's that feeling? Does that feel good? Now, the other foot. Now, I think this is the side I landed the hardest on. So I'm backing off. Opposite direction. If there is anything that is begging your mercy, that is saying, I don't like this, don't do this, pay attention to your body when it whispers, so you don't have to hear it when it screams. Now, down to the ankle. We're going to be going side to side. Now, this feels okay for me. It's feeling good, so I may want to, or you may also want to, stretch the muscles just a little more. Now to the other side. This is my injured side, so I'm going to back off a little on this. That left knee, she's not too thrilled with this, but she's okay. She's all right. She's willing to do it. Very nice, very good. Okay, now down to the knees. The knees, you're going to bend the knees forward, you're going to roll them out, and then you're going to roll them back. So one forward, out, and back. They're feeling okay like this. Yeah, that left one, she says, this is okay, I can do this. All right, so I'm going to challenge her. I'm going to go a little deeper, a little wider. Yeah, I don't think she's going to take much of that. Very good, very good. Now straighten it out and stretch the back of the legs. Now we're going to go in the opposite direction. So out to the side, front and straighten, out to the side, front and straighten, out to the side, front and straighten. They don't seem to be enjoying this very much, so I'm not going to push them. I'm not going to push them on that. All right, now, in the middle of our belly is the thing called hara or dantian. In the East, it's believed that's where our chi or energy is. So now we're going to be doing hip circles. We're getting our chi moving. So, ready, one. Yeah, there it is. This is good for the hips. Get those hips going. Yes, yes, yes. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Now in the opposite direction, please. Yes, 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 yes. Now, double pumps back. So you're going to look behind you and pump back twice. So you should be feeling it in the side of the arm that's going back and the opposite side. So 1, 2, good. This is giving your torso a nice stretch. Good, good, good. We frequently going forward and bending over. This is having us go back. Very nice, very, very nice. Good. Now, over to the side. So make sure the hand is coming over the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And the opposite side ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, good, that feels good. Now, arm circles, nice big arm circles. Yes, full. Get full extension here in the shoulders. As we age, I don't know what it is. There's something about our shoulders that tend to get locked up. Good, 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 good. Yes, now in the opposite direction. Ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very, very good. Now, small arm circles forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. Very good. Very, very good. Now we're going to get some stretches in our neck. So keep your shoulders down. Bring your chin down to your chest. Bring the chin to the chest. And roll the head over to one shoulder. Feel the stretch in the opposite side. Don't bring the shoulders up to the ears. Get the stretch in the neck. Now drop that chin down and roll over to the opposite shoulder. Good, good. Feel the stretch on the opposite side of the neck. Nice, challenge it a little more, but not to the point of pain. Roll again to the opposite side. Some discomfort lets your body know that you are working it. Bring it down, down, down. Chin down to the chest again. Bring it over to the opposite side. Yes, yes, yes. Feel it, feel it, feel it work. Chest, the chin down to the chest. Roll it to the front and gradually bring it up. Very nice. Very, very nice. Good. I hope you enjoyed that. Sensei Martin will now demonstrate our strike for today, which is the elbow.
Oh, thank you, Sensei. Okay, so we're going to start practicing some mechanics on a proper elbow strike. To generate power out of the elbow, what we're doing, you're using a little bit of your body too. Now this varies to a certain degree depending on style and depending on your ability in mobility. So generally, if you see boxers when they're doing a rounded strike, they're using a lot of their body for the purpose of, I don't know how everyone is physically as far as disabilities or injuries and that type of thing. We're going to modify it a little bit, but we still need to put some of the body into it, okay? So I'm going to show you the basic mechanics of the first elbow strike. We'll be practicing 3 types. 2 are from the front and 1 is for a rear attack, okay? So the first one's going to be kind of a rounded elbow. It's going to come up and it's going to come around in that motion, okay? Excuse me. In the martial arts, we always want to try to keep the limbs close to the body as much as possible. This helps keep the center of gravity in one spot. We don't want to come up and then do something awkward like that. Not only is it not efficient, but it also shows your opponent that you're about to do something. You want to be a little bit, not so much sneaky, but we don't want to advertise what we're doing, okay? So emotion is going to be coming up. Basically, you're just from mind your own business stance here. You'll be coming up, and the hand's just coming up towards this way, with your palm facing you, and then we're basically going to start turning it in this direction as we're turning our upper torso a little bit, getting that rounded. This is also, if you do it nice and slowly, a good stretch for the scapula, okay? Now, sometimes we teach it having the hands together doing this, and that's okay, but for self-defense purposes, I kind of favor doing it independently, because a lot of times somebody might be grabbing you by lapels or choking or something. If you're close enough to do the elbow, you're going to tie yourself up that way. So for that purpose, I kind of like to have these 2 frontward strikes independent. However, I favor having the other hand up. You know, I'd rather have the hand up in protecting and ready to do something. Okay, so let's get to it. So we're going to coming up from here, rising up. Right as it comes to about your face, you're going to start making the rounded motion. Okay, and that's the point of impact. This is basically strike to the side of the head or the face. Okay, coming around like that. Okay, so the other thing we're going to ask you to be doing is, as we come up, we're going to be exhaling slowly, okay? Get in the habit of breathing properly while we do this type of a strike, okay? So from this position, we just inhale before the strike, and then we exhale as we're executing strike, okay? We will be doing it 3 times on each side, okay? So I invite you all, if you can stand, and you can do this from a seated position as well, and you can join me with this exercise. You can pick whatever side, you can mirror it, or you can do the same side as I'm doing. It doesn't really matter, okay? So I'm starting with my right, nice and slow. I'm going to fill my lungs, coming up slowly, and exhale, okay? Next one, coming up slowly, and exhale, okay? Coming up slowly, and exhale. How did that feel? You should feel your torso sort of doing a lot of the work too, okay? Again, I say, to varying degrees, we teach this, the body motion, but it's important to at least get a little bit of it, okay? We try the other side now. Same thing, you're coming up here, and right at this point, we're gonna be exhaling and doing the strike across. Keep in mind, the elbow strike, I should have mentioned this early, this is really designed for really close attack, which is, you know, a lot of times your street techniques, the person's really close to you, okay? If they're trying to choke you, you're probably in range for this type of elbow strike. So, okay? So, mind your own business stance, feel your lungs, and we're coming up and going across. Notice I'm turning my body to sideways a little bit, okay? Coming up, second one, and across. Okay, third one, coming up, and across. Okay, how did that feel?
Good.
Okay, next one. This is called a rising elbow. All right, this one's designed more to probably get up under the chin. This is also useful if you have a space, if they've got you in a position or very close, you might be able to fit this right in, getting it, you know, to the chin. The elbow, I should have mentioned earlier again, we picked these strikes because a lot of times our hands, the older we get, we have issues with the hands. You know, sometimes it's arthritic, sometimes we don't want to use this as a weapon, you know, if it's hurting. The elbow's usually, you know, pretty good, and it's a big joint. It doesn't have to be a fast strike because there's a lot of energy that's put into this thing without a lot of speed. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. So this strike right here, we're going to be coming up like this, and the motion just with the arm, we're coming right aside our head. Make sure you don't punch yourself in the face. For that reason, I like to have my palm facing my head as I'm going by. And as I'm doing this, I want to turn the upper torso a little bit like that. Okay? This thins out your body a little bit, and it helps you focus in on the center line. Okay? Because if we just do it out here, we'd have to actually take a step to do that. Okay? So we want to try to always, you know, go towards the center line if we're doing a strike that's going, you know, in the center. So again, one more time demonstrating it. Mind your own business. Okay, coming up here, turning the upper torso a little bit, and hand right aside of the ear. Okay, and again, we will be breathing. Okay, 3 of these on each side. All right, everybody ready? And this is the first one. Inhale and exhale. And down. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Okay? Keep in mind, we're doing it super slow. We learn everything slow. We add the speed when we get the muscle memory into it. Okay? So we always start everything super slow, prevent injuries, and learn proper form. Okay? Other side. Okay, so from here, coming up, twisting a little bit. Okay, second one, inhale. Down. Last one, inhale. And down. Good. Okay, the third elbow strike is a little bit different. All right. I think for this portion we discussed, Sensei and I, it's probably better if you face in the same direction as I'm facing. So right now I'm going to turn, and I ask anybody facing the camera, turn in the same direction I'm turned, and just mirror what I'm doing. Okay, this will help you visualize exactly what's happening here in the strike. Okay, so this strike, it's going to add a little bit of body and a little bit of twist to it. Okay, with no step. Okay, the step comes later, and not that this is useless. Sometimes you don't have room to take a step. Okay, so for this one, I like to bring the hands together because we're going towards the rear. So we'll be coming together like this, slightly bending the knees. Okay, sinking down into it, and then turning the upper torso and bringing the elbow right back into our opponent. Okay? That's how it works. Same thing with the breathing. All right, so from here, bring your hands together. This is just demonstration. You don't have to do it yet. Okay? And as we're starting to come back, we're exhaling, we're turning up the torso, and we're going back. Okay? See how nice, strong, stable stance, and we generated a lot of power with the whole body. Okay, now you can join me, please. Okay? Mind your own business stance. All right? Inhale. Gently grab the fist. And exhale as we're coming down a little bit. Back up. Second one. From here, inhale. And back up. Third one. Coming together. Inhale. And back up. Okay? How did that feel? All right? Depending on how your knees are, you don't have to bend as deep as I do. You can bend a little deeper if you can. Okay? We're going to do the other side now. So for that reason, if it's logical, makes sense, face the other way as I'm facing, the same direction, and we'll do the other side. Same thing. So coming together, inhaling, exhaling as we're coming down and sinking the weight down. Okay? All right, ready? 3 of these. So come together, inhale, exhale. Okay? Second one, come together, inhale, exhale. Last one, coming together, exhale. Okay, and back up. All right, again, remember, this is the slow way. The more you practice this, you'll be able to build up some speed with it so that you can make it effective in a situation. Okay? Sensei Beth now will add one more step, literally, to the technique.
So I will demonstrate, and we just will be stepping back with the right leg 3 times. But first I will demonstrate. So you step back. The purpose of this is to make yourself small, so you're not giving a whole lot of body to whoever is attacking you. And up. As Sensei Martin had said, hands in the relaxed position in front of you. You don't want to tighten your hands or your arms. That will only slow you down. Relax muscles should you need them, or will move much faster. So please join us for 3 steps back. Ready? 1. And up. 2. And up. Last one, 3. And up. Very, very good. Very good. Very good. This has a couple of benefits besides giving your attacker less of a target. It works strengthen your legs. There's some nice research that shows long legs, you live longer. The other thing I like about this is that you're working your balance. Falling with elders is a big problem. We fall, we break our hip, we go to the hospital, we end up in a nursing home or something like that. So strong legs and good balance are critical. We will now be moving to the opposite side. I will demonstrate once. So stepping back, hands in front and are relaxed. And up. Good, very good. Now join me please for 3. 1. And up. 2. And up. 3. And up. Good, good, good. Good. Did you feel the strength in your legs? Did you feel your legs being worked and your balance being worked? Now we're going to add the elbow strike that Martin had shown. So I will demonstrate. I will step back with my right, and I will do the roundhouse elbow. And up. Good. Now, if you would please, join me for 3. Ready. 1. Don't forget to breathe. 2. And up. 3. And up. Good. Very good. Very good. The knees are okay with this. I don't know why. You just don't know. So now we're going to do the opposite side. I will step back with the opposite leg, and I will do the roundhouse elbow. Good. Now join us, please. 1. And up. 2. And up. And for the third thing, remember what Sensei Martin said, because I found myself not doing it. Keep that elbow close to the body. I realized myself I was coming around too much. Last one, keep the elbow close to the body. 3. And up. Very good. Very, very good. Now, the application of the stepping back and the rising elbow. This also will come off your front leg. So you'll step back with the right and up with the left. Good. That was the demonstration. What I want you also to think of, which I also didn't do, is to keep your hand in front as you step back. I kept my hand down. You want to continue to protect your center line. So, ready, join us please. 1. And up. 2. And breathing with us, please. Last one, make it a good one. And 3. Good. Now I will demonstrate from the opposite side. So, here again, step back up, keeping the hand ready. Now join us, please. Ready. 1. And up. 2. And up. Last one. Give it your best. 3. And relax. Good. Good. May want to just roll out your hips. And finally, the last strike that he demonstrated, the elbow to the rear. So here, 2, you're going to step back and drive. And up. Ready? Please join us. 1. Oh, nice. And up. Sensei Martin is coming into a side stance, which I really like. So if you have better movement, you may want to take a look at him because of me being compromised. I don't think I'd be able to do it. So do whatever stance works for you. Everything. Do whatever works for you. So let's take it again for 3. Ready? 1. And up. 2. And up. Last one. 3. And up. Very good. Very, very good. I hope you felt the power in that strike, because I did. I did. For whatever reason with this strike, I really felt like we were getting our legs into it. The more you can get your legs and your body into whatever it is you're doing, the more power you will have. So now we will be stepping back with the opposite leg. I will demonstrate. So 1. And up. 2. And up. Last one. 3. And up. Now what I would like is the final addition is Sensei Martin's been taking us through the breathing. In karate, we have something that we do with our breath, which is called the ki. It is a loud, explosive sound that comes from the belly, not from the throat and not from the upper chest. You see this sound a lot of times in tennis, women's tennis, when they hit the ball. You'll hear that. So instead of the exhalation that Sensei Martin had been talking about, I want you to yell, no. The purpose of the yell has 3 reasons. As I had said, it adds power to your technique. It may startle your attacker long enough for them to freeze, and it may get attention. When I was teaching this to the nursing students, we were yelling no, and campus security came charging into the classroom because somebody called them because they heard us yelling no. So to that degree, it worked. So let's see, we're going to start with the rising elbow, and instead of the, I want you to yell no. Sensei Martin will demonstrate that with me, and the ki will be included. So stepping back with the roundhouse elbow. Stepping back on the right, ready, no, and up. So please join us, ready, 1, no, good, and up, 2, no, and up, 3, no, and up. Good, good. Now from the opposite side, ready. I will demonstrate, we will demonstrate. No. And up. Now please join us. Ready. 1, no. And up. 2, no. And up. 3, no. And up. Good, good. Continuing with the theme. Now it's going to be an upward elbow. I will demonstrate 1. We will demonstrate 1. Stepping back. No. And up. Ready. 1. No. And up. 2. No. And up. Last one. Ready. No. And up. Good. Good, good. Now on the opposite leg. I will demonstrate, stepping back, rising elbow, oh, drive it up there, and back. With the ki, please. Ready, 1, no, and up, 2, no, and up, 3, no, and up. Good, 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 good. 2/3 through this. The last one is going to be the driving elbow to the rear, and again with the ki, please. Ready? Well, no, I will demonstrate. We will demonstrate. Stepping back, no. Very good, very good. Work those legs, work those legs. Pay attention to your balance too. So, stepping back, ready? 1, no, and up. 2, no, and up. 3, no, and up. Nice, beautiful, beautiful. Now I will demonstrate from the opposite side. Here again, you'll be stepping back, you'll be driving, and you will be yelling your no. So, 3 of these, please. Ready? 1, no, and up. 2, no, and up. 3, no, and up. Very good, very, very good. Oh, thank you, thank you. Now Sensei Martin will demonstrate a visualization that has flowered from his 35 years of practice in the martial arts. I've never seen or heard anything like this anywhere, but it has amazed me with how effective I think it could be. But again, nothing is for certain.
Us, thank you, Sensei.
Us.
It's not completely my own. I've gathered a lot of information from other people. I didn't invent this. So let's talk a little bit more about what happens neurologically and physically and psychologically under stress, okay? As I said in the last video, I had been attacked before. This was before I started training. And as I was undergoing the attack, I was in a mode where my body was pumping a lot of adrenaline into the bloodstream, but I couldn't do anything because I froze. I didn't realize what was happening, okay? Because if we don't deal with violence a lot, and most of us don't, we don't experience what it is to be really afraid to the point where you're petrified. Let's split up the fear in a couple of bites, okay? There's many levels, but let's break them down into 2 levels. This being, let's say this, you're afraid, you're very afraid, and this being, we're petrified to the point where we can't even move, okay? These are both not good positions to be in under an attack or, violent situation, okay, especially this one, all right? What we want kind of a middle, all right? This is where you're calm, relaxed, but focused and alert, okay? If we go below it, we're kind of lethargic, we're almost falling asleep. So the middle ground where we're really balanced, okay? This is where our emotions are neutralized, okay? When we put emotions into doing things, especially if we're trying to perform a technique, it's going to affect the mechanics, okay? These practice techniques have to be fine motor control, and the more you can get back into your balance zone, the better, okay? So let's practice a couple of these visualizations. This might seem a little strange to people who haven't practiced visualization, but it is a good technique, and there's other applications other than, dealing with an attack. Okay, so for this exercise, we're going to be basically and everybody should be in a seated position right now. So I ask you to, when you're seated, close your eyes. I just want you to visualize 2 objects in front of you, okay? One is an icicle, and one is a light bulb that's not turned on, okay? The icicle represents you. This is you being frozen. This is you being petrified. And this is actually what you're like if you're in that state. We don't want to be in that state. It's equally important to recognize if you ever get in that state, because a lot of times people don't even realize it, okay? So, eyes closed, visualization. You're going to visualize the light bulb that's not turned on and the icicle. The icicle is going to immediately vaporize as soon as the light bulb turns on, okay? This is you initiating your unfreezing process. This mentally helps you get the adrenaline in the bloodstream to a better balanced point, okay? Even if you can bring it down a little bit, you'll be able to at least unfreeze, okay? So we're going to ask you to do this. I'm going to give you the signal. I'm going to say go, and I just want you to visualize the light bulb turning on and the icicle vaporizing, okay? Very simple. All right, eyes closed, visualization, icicle, light bulb not turned on. Okay, go! Okay, open your eyes. One more time. Visualize the icicle and the light bulb not turned on. Go! And open your eyes. And last time. Icicle, light bulb not turned on. Go! Okay. You get the idea. All right. Now this has applications to a lot of different things. A lot of times, I myself, I can sometimes procrastinate about certain things. So a good idea to do this is if you have some kind of a task you have to do and you're just kind of avoiding it, you might want to try this exercise. You don't have to do it instantaneously, but this will get you into a mode where you can at least initiate and start the process, okay? Because we obviously can't get practice in getting attacked all the time. We certainly won't survive that long if that's the case. So we use these techniques for many applications other than getting yourself unfrozen from fear. This is a technique to get yourself unfrozen from approaching a task too. All right. So with that, we're gonna add that to our stepping back with our elbow strike, and I'm just going to demonstrate the one from the rear, and you're going to follow along with me with your eyes open, because everybody now should be able to visualize. And this works for me visually. You might have something else that works for you, okay? I'm giving you an idea. Just like anything we're teaching, these are only ideas. There's no set technique that'll work for every situation. If there was, everybody would just practice that technique, okay? So there's no guarantees. You always have to modify something, okay? And the last thing I want to say is the light bulb in the icicle has one more aspect mentally, all right? In our society, we are taught to be polite, quiet, nonviolent, okay? There is a point where we have to give ourselves permission to use violence to save our life or somebody else, okay? We obviously have to use a great deal of discretion. If somebody's on top of you pounding away, then there's probably no question that you have the permission to give yourself to use violence, to use strikes, okay? The other instance needs a little bit more discretion. That's when you can almost feel an attack coming on. Somebody's getting into your space, okay? And you can sense that they're going to do something, okay? Maybe they want something from you, all right? We, in the first video, got into a little bit the difference between predators and scammers, all right? Both dangerous and both can cause you a lot of harm. Doesn't matter. So just practice discretion when it comes to that imminent attack, when you're not sure, but it really feels like it, okay? You have to give yourself permission, but you have to make the decision yourself. I can't really teach you anything about that, really, all right? So with that in mind, the visualization, we're gonna try just 2 on each side, and so if everybody wants to stand up, we will have our eyes closed. You still want to visualize if you want. I'm gonna say go, and you're gonna say no. See, I'm saying go to myself. You're saying no to your attacker, okay? So the go is actually like an internal. That's what you're saying to yourself. So I'm saying it immediately after I say it, you'll be going into the strike, and the strike we'll be using is the attack, the rear elbow. So we'll be from here, bringing the hands together, sinking back, and then doing the rear elbow. So if you would, and like before, facing the same direction, just so you can have a good feel of which way to step and how it should look. All right, are we ready? Okay. So as soon as I say go, we're going to go into it. You're going to say no, and you're going to do the technique. 2 times each side. Ready? Go!
No!
And the second one. Ready? Go!
No!
Okay. Other side. Turn around. Okay. Ready? Go!
No!
Back up. And go!
No!
And back up. Okay? I hope that helps you. It's helped me in a lot of different tasks, but use it. Try to practice it. The more you practice, you'll develop your good habits. Okay? With that, now Sensei will do a stretching exercise.
So this is stretching from yoga. I would invite you, please, to come forward with your left leg. Bend it. See, she doesn't like getting bent these days, but this is okay. This is all right. Come up, bring your hands up. This is called Warrior One. Our muscles are now all nice, warmed, and oxygenated. You really should be stretching only after you've done a light workout, because if you're stretching without the muscles prepared, there's more of a tendency to harm them. Good, good, good. Now bring them down, and the arm of the forward leg comes forward, and the arm of the back leg comes back. See, and as she's in there, she bends a little more. Make sure that back shoulder is back, because again, our shoulders tend to get tight as we get older. Now we're going to come into reverse warrior. So the back leg comes down on the back arm comes down on the back leg, and the front arm comes over our heads. We're looking up, so we're getting stretches in our neck. I also feel this in my lower back. Oh, nice, nice. And breathe in. Breathe into those areas that feel tight. Now you bring the front arm forward, the back arm back, and now here we come into reverse warrior. So here again, the front leg bends, bring that back arm over your head, and feel the stretch in the torso. Nice. Wounded warrior. Now gently come up, please. Good. The back leg comes forward and the forward leg comes back. And we're doing the same series of stretches, but on the opposite side. So here again, palms facing each other, looking up. You're getting some stretch in that neck. I'm also feeling it in my torso along my back. Back muscles are very weak. And as we get older, it's really important to strengthen them. Breathe. Breathe into anything that feels tight. Back off anything that's hurting. Arms come down. Now into warrior two. Try and bend that front leg. Yeah, that knee, she's okay with that. If you have more flexibility in your knees, use it. Use it. Challenge those knees. Good, good, good. But be kind to them. Now we're coming into reverse warrior. Ah, yes. Yes, 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 yes. And now into wounded warrior. Move slowly, especially if you have blood pressure issues. You don't want your blood pressure to drop too much, and that can be done if you make position changes slowly. There you go. Very nice, good. And now I would invite you to join me for Tai Chi breathing. So your feet are about shoulder width, hands are in front, tongue is on the roof of your mouth. You'll come up with the count, and then you'll come down with the count. Tongue on the roof of your mouth, arms relaxed, ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold it, and down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Breathe in. Fill yourself with all that you need, all that will help you. Let go of all that you don't need. Let go of all that will not serve you. Last one. In. 2, 3, 4. And out. 2, 3, 4. Very good. And lastly, like most of life, there are no guarantees. So with all of this, I would reiterate what Sensei Martin has said. Practice. You need to practice. You need to embed it in your life. I find myself working on my balance when I'm putting on my clothes. The other day, I was putting gas in my car, and I'm stepping to the back, and then coming up, stepping to the back. Practice that. Balance also balancing on one leg, then on the other. All of this results in something that Sensei Martin has said called muscle memory. Once it gets embedded in the muscles, it doesn't have to take the long way through your brain. It will immediately jump into place as soon as you need it. The Karate Center has a logo. Experience the joy of training. My hope is that you have experienced that, being empowered with some skills that will prevent harm coming to you. We look forward to having you give us some feedback on our Gmail or on the telephone number right here to the Karate Center. Feedback might be about how we might improve or anything else you might want to share. I have always found that students have been my best teachers and hope that you will continue that tradition. Until then, Sensei Martin and I wish that you be safe, may you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you live with ease. I am so grateful that you came. Us.
Us.
Us.